Good morning, everyone. I'm Sarah N.K. and welcome to Run 8 of NUS GRIP Liftoff Day 2022. Ever since its inception, the NUS Graduate Research Innovation Program has helped many postgraduate students transform their research into deep tech startups. GRIP provides all the knowledge and skill sets necessary, providing industry linkages to real-world problems, to providing the mentorship, funding, and other support necessary in a structured 12-month program. But GRIP is no longer just a university program. It is a growing community of entrepreneurs and experienced mentors. As a GRIP alumni, the teams are part of a valuable network. So any teams that you see here today not only have been through rigorous training to get here, they have the ability to tap into the resources as part of this growing network. Today, the teams have already been through the Venture Hothouse, an intense 3-month program that guides the teams along the startup process, from product and market validation, cost and business analysis, to IP and growth strategies. They have also already gone through the investment pitch day, where the teams have presented their startups to the investment panel for up to $100,000 in funding from NUS. And today, the culmination of all their preparation during the Venture Hothouse, the teams are now ready to present their startups to the world. If you are here today and are interested to invest in, collaborate, or work with any of the teams, do be reminded that at the end of today's presentation, you will be able to book a 20-minute private session with the teams you are interested in. GRIP has already produced fine teams and startups the likes of BX, Syngro, Invigilo, and New Battery. So do keep your eyes peeled for the next breakout star. Without further ado, I would like to invite NUS Deputy President, Innovation and Enterprise, Professor Freddie Boy, to say a few words.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to GRIP Run number 8, Liftoff Day. Today, we have a total of 12 teams, ranging from health tech, AI, agri-tech, even IC chip design. So it would be a very interesting session this morning. Something else that is interesting, one of the team, Cell to Mix, is actually from A-Star, and we welcome this team from A-Star to join us in this program. They are into innovative biomanufacturing processes in drug manufacturing. Let me highlight some of the teams that will be presenting to you. First, there is Codiveri, an automated programming coach, which has actually already gone live in NUS. And then there is Vedas. They offer a solution for compliance and security for smart contracts. And that is important for Web 3.0. And the technology is being tested right now with no less than Binance. We also have Roam Assist that built intelligent robotic guide dogs. And then there is RIDM, or RIDM, and they revolutionize chip design, and they can make the design process 10 times faster. We also have Cornucopia, a market-ready proprietary biofertilizer, which could significantly improve crops yield. And last but not least, Nova, a home-based cataract monitoring for our increasingly aging population. The GRIP program, by all accounts, has been a great success. 8 runs and a total of 388 entrepreneurs trained from NUS, including 140 teams that they make up. I am certainly very proud of them, but even more, we have to date, for every dollar that NUS invested, we have attracted $6 of external funding. It is an incredible success that affirms that we are producing very strong and credible startup companies. This also would be my last GRIP run in NUS as I'm moving on, and what a run it has been. The program, very soon after it started, catapulted to become Singapore, and indeed, the region's #1 deep tech startup creator. More than $6 to every dollar NUS has invested. It is also one of the most successful when it comes to attracting investment. I just want to sign off by expressing my gratitude and thankfulness to the incredibly hardworking GRIP team, and also our dear consultants and mentors who have come alongside us at every run. And we really have done NUS and Singapore proud. So can I wish you all every success, not only for this run, but in your ongoing entrepreneurial career. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Professor Freddie Boy, and good luck with your future endeavors. Now, today's liftoff day will be divided into 2 batches of about 6 teams each. The first half, from 10:05 a.m. to 10:45 a.m., will see the teams from engineering, sustainability, infocom tech, and artificial intelligence. We will then have a 5-minute break. And the second session will start at 10:50 a.m. with the teams from healthcare, food, and agri-tech pitching. Each team will present to you their 3-minute pitch, after which we will have a brief question and answer session to address any frequently asked questions. If any team does catch your eye, book a private 20-minute one-on-one session for a more in-depth discussion with the teams. You can do so at the link gripliftoff.com/teams. Popular teams do get their time slots snapped up very quickly, so do book them fast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is GRIP.
Startups have a lot of risk and uncertainty, so I plan to start small. However, they showed me our full potential. They showed me how to dream bigger.
Becoming an entrepreneur, we had to change our way of thinking. They didn't just give us answers, they gave us the conviction.
You can have ideas and a vision, but you need a team. They brought me a community filled with diverse skills and perspectives. They made me feel part of something bigger.
Commercializing new technology can be challenging with all sorts of problems. They showed me how to build a product that meets the market needs. They helped me realize setbacks are part of building something better.
They took the time to understand who we are and where we come from. They equipped us with the tools we needed for our journey.
NUS GRIP was with us every step of the way.
NUS GRIP has welcomed a diverse range of people and technology. We are very proud that our flagship innovation program has given all these wonderful talents a platform to succeed.
We are delighted at how NUS GRIP has grown and is contributing to the startup ecosystem, not just in Singapore, but the region as well.
And here to present on climate risk management with their hyperlocal climate intelligence solution, we have our first team, MetaSense.
Hi there, I'm Abraham, the CEO of MetaSense. All over the world, rising sea level, forest fire, and flash flooding are costing us billions of dollars in property damage, and climate change is making them worse year by year. The good news is that not all buildings will suffer the same damage. Local features, such as having a higher terrain or better design, can help to lower the risk and reduce the impact. In the past 10 years, properties that had lower climate risks appreciated much faster than those that were struck by climate disasters. If investors have a tool to identify the climate risk of each building, they will get much higher returns in their investments. However, the resolution of existing climate models are only available at the regional level, and they are unable to differentiate risk between 2 buildings. This industry-wide pain has been around for many years, and today, MetaSense is changing that. We have created a high-resolution digital modeling technique using generative AI and photogrammetry, which can then construct a city information model without manual mapping. With this model, for the first time, global-scale climate simulations can be carried out at the building level, and this process is 100 times cheaper than manual mapping and 15 times higher in resolution compared to current models. Right now, as climate risks become more frequent, the real estate climate service sector has become a fast-growing $2.28 billion blue ocean market. With MetaSense, real estate investors will be able to identify regions that are exposed to climate risk, quantify the risk impact, and prioritize on top assets to grow their investments. Using a software as a service model, we'll deliver our service to real estate investment managers, ESG consultants, and insurance companies directly. Our technology is the first in the field in bringing the accuracy of on-site measurement and the scalability of climate simulations in one solution. We'll soon begin pilot trial with one of the largest reinsurance companies in the world and helping a prominent local investment manager to identify climate-resilient assets in Asia Pacific. I'm Abraham, a climate scientist who has helped governments and real estate investors to understand the impact of climate change. Wang Tao and Han Mo are experts in 3D reconstruction and building science and have years of industry experience. Together, we both have the domain expertise and technical know-how to deliver our product. We're seeking investors, pilot customers, and strategic partners to fast-track our growth so that we can uncover the climate risk for every building in the world. And we look forward to speaking with you.
Hi, Abraham.
Hi.
So that was a great presentation.
Thank you.
Shall we jump into the first question?
Sure.
So why now, and why hasn't this worked out or been done before?
Well, I think there are two reasons. Right now, we are really witnessing the increased frequency of climate change-induced risks. Just this year, we have seen a hurricane hitting Florida, and China suffered the worst drought in history. And also, Pakistan and India had a really terrible flood. And all of this have caused us billions of dollars in economic loss. And the public is waking up to the urgency of this issue. And I think the second reason is that all listed companies, listed corporations, are now required to disclose how climate change or climate risk is impacting their financial system. It is impacting their investment or their business. So I think there's really no better time to go to market than now.
That is true. So what differentiates your solution from other alternatives?
Right. There's two reasons. One is that we have the high resolution needed to do effective screening. And the second reason is that this method is also very scalable. So right now, climate models at a global level is actually available. But the problem is that their resolution is a bit low, and they're unable to identify or differentiate the risk of two buildings down the street. And you can definitely send risk engineers to the site and do an on-site survey. And you can actually get all the risk forecasts in the future, including the climate risk ones. But for our clients, who are the real estate investment institutions, who will be screening hundreds of buildings every month, this process is really very expensive and very slow for them. So our product can actually estimate about the same, with the same accuracy as on-site survey. At the same time, it's very scalable. So our users can potentially screen hundreds of buildings in minutes. So that is our value for the investors.
Very cool. And of course, with the Paris Treaty now, everybody is looking at climate change, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for your insights, Abraham. That was a great presentation. And that was Abraham from MetaSense. The next team for today hopes to help students learn programming better, faster, with reduced help from teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Codiveri.
Hello everyone, I'm Shubham from Codiveri, and I'm really excited to introduce you today to our automated programming coach. Programming has become an essential skill, and every year more than 100 million students study programming. However, as many as a third of these students fail or drop out. The number one reason being the severe shortage of programming teachers. The best programmers typically become developers and not teachers. This makes guiding struggling students a monumental challenge. Introducing Codiveri's automated programming coach, a patent-pending solution to this problem. Our AI coach integrates with existing platforms and learning management systems and helps each student with personalized guidance and teachers with grading and analytics support. Here is how it works. Imagine a student attempting his programming assignment minutes before his late night deadline. He has written a program, but upon running it, he realizes that it is incorrect. He has no idea where the mistake is, and there is no way to reach his teacher at this hour. Enter Codiveri. He just clicks the hint button and gets personalized guidance immediately. Codiveri works behind the scenes to examine his code, identify his mistake, and provide pedagogically relevant hints, not answers. He can then use these hints to understand his mistakes and fix them, while at the same time learning the underlying concept. Our revolutionary technology helps students as well as teachers, and it's not just in our lab. We have proven the efficacy of this technology on a user study of more than 450 students and 35 instructors. Our AI coach has helped reduce teachers' effort by 22%. And at the same time, our automatically coached students were 25% faster and retained concepts better. This is a massive $9 billion market, and there is no other automated and personalized programming coach available today. Our technology is ready and available for universities, schools, and private educational institutes on a subscription basis. In fact, we are already live in a leading public university in Singapore with 1,300 users. And we have a visibility to an additional 11,000 users in the next few months. My co-founder Umair and I are PhDs from IIT Kanpur and are currently working as researchers at NUS. We identified this problem about a decade ago and have built this technology over the years. We are now ready for market. So if you are a university, private institute, or school teaching programming, talk to us. This technology is really for you. And if you really like what we are talking about and can partner with us and invest in us to scale, we'd love to talk to you as well. Let's change the world one programmer at a time. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Shubham. And we have with us here today the CEO of Codiveri, Umair Ahmed. Now, that was very interesting technology, Umair. But nowadays, you can learn programming for free on platforms like Coursera as well as Udemy. So how are you different?
I'm glad you asked that question, Sarah. Coursera and Udemy are massive open online courses that are focused on content delivery. Many students do study programming on them, but are they really learning? A staggering 90% of the students drop out of their online programming courses, primarily because during practice, they get stuck and quit if they do not receive any guidance. This is the problem we are trying to solve at Codiveri, where we can enable these large platforms to provide fully automated but highly personalized feedback to every student at scale.
So what's the backstory? How did this come about?
So Codiveri is inspired by a personal pain as programming tutors during our graduate studies, wherein even the brightest of the students would get stuck and require personalized guidance. Now, this is a repetitive task with not enough tutors to go around, so we thought there has to be a better way. This problem formed a central part of my PhD thesis, where I developed and extensively tested the technology over many years. Now, as part of AI Center for Educational Technologies in Singapore, we further improved on the technology and have deployed it on a scalable platform.
And I heard you guys are already live in NUS as well.
Yes.
Now, you seem to be getting a lot of interest already.
Yes. In fact, we were recently featured on Channel News Asia.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So this problem has remained intractable so far, and every institution that we have demoed to can relate to it immediately. In fact, we already have a business visibility of 12,000 students within the next few months.
Wow. Incredible.
Thank you. So we have signed up a key learning management system as a launch partner and are actively seeking other partners and clients in this space. Partnerships like these will enable us to grow faster and position us for global launch. We just can't wait.
I am sure you can't, and to the world and beyond. Good luck to you and your team then, Umair.
Thank you, Sarah.
Now from Vedas Security, we have Trung presenting contract security for blockchain applications.
Hi, my name is Chung. I am from the Vedas Security teams. Today, I'm very happy to share with you our solution to keep blockchain smart contracts safe. Blockchain has been transforming many industries. It allows companies to implement many business applications using smart contracts. Here, smart contracts are computer programs running on the blockchain to execute the agreements and manage transactions between parties. Smart contract has been a favorite target for hackers. This year alone, $2 billion have been lost due to security hacks. Existing solutions to protect it are slow, expensive, and inaccurate. That is why in this project, we are providing a fully automatic security auditing solution to protect the entire life cycle of smart contracts. Our three services, security advising, security assessment, and transaction monitoring, will keep the smart contract safe from design to deployment. The markets for blockchain and smart contract security is huge. Blockchain security market this year is 2 billion Singapore dollars, and it will be increased to at least 40 billion by 2030. We are targeting smart contract securities. Its global market this year is 300 million Singapore dollars. Here is how we are going to make money. We will sell the three services, security advising, security assessment, and transaction monitoring to the customer. Our business model is flexible. Customer can use any of the service or all of them. It also allows a high customer conversion and retention rate. We have been piloting our solution with two applications on decentralized finance from a one leading blockchain platforms. We have them to detect more than 80 security issues. Many of them are high risk and wasn't detected before. The auditor from the blockchain platform are very happy with our findings because we have them to protect more than 500 million of user funds. We also have a couple of local companies to audit NFT applications. We have them to detect and fix many security issues, and now the applications are safely launched on blockchains. Our team includes myself and my teammate Mings. We are both research fellows working at the Singapore Blockchain Innovation Program. We have many years of experience working on software verification, smart contract securities, AI, and machine learning. We are advised by Professor Oi Peng Chin. He is a world expert on blockchain and database system. Now we are looking for you, the investor and the partners who are interested in blockchain and smart contract technologies. We're also seeking for customers who want to secure your smart contracts. Please contact us. Together, we can build a future of safe and secure smart contracts. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Chong. Now, could you tell us about your team's motivation to solve the smart contract security problem?
Thank you, Sarah, for the questions. So our team is very motivated to solve the smart contract security problems because we believe in the transformative potential of blockchain and smart contracts. Blockchains can enable faster, more reliable, and more efficient transactions for many industries. But security challenges can still arise in the design and implementation of smart contracts. Last year, many hacks happened and they have cost the company losses like hundreds of millions of dollars. So this is a big problem that needs to be solved. We have many years of experience working on smart contract securities. Our mission now is to help the company secure their smart contracts and safely adopt the blockchain technology to foster their businesses.
So what is so unique about your technologies?
All right. So our technology can find not only security bugs, but also business logic errors automatically. Finding business logic error is one of the most difficult tasks in security auditing. Existing solution often requires auditor to manually read the documents and check the smart contract manually. We are developing a software system to automate all these tasks. The user just need to submit their smart contract and the business documents, and then click a button in our software. The software can automatically verify if all the smart contracts are implemented correctly according to the business documents.
That's great because time is money.
Yes, right.
Any early wins or success stories that validate your organization?
Yes. So we have conducted 3 very successful deployments. One was with one leading blockchain platforms, and the other 2 were with blockchain companies in Singapore. And in this piloting, we have found many security issues. Some of them are very high risk and were found in applications handling hundreds of millions of dollars of user funds. So the companies we are working with are very happy with our findings, and we expect to continue our work with them commercially.
Congratulations for already having success there. I heard it was a very big blockchain company.
Thank you very much.
So hopefully you will do very well with your team later on today as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Chung. Now, the visually impaired often need a lot of other people to help them go around. And here with us today, we have Roam Assist with guide dogs of the future.
Hi everyone, I'm Shaojun Cai from Roam Assist. I'm excited to present our product, a robotic guide dog that will transform the life of visually impaired people. It is incredibly difficult for them to navigate a world designed for the sighted. In fact, 9 out of 10 can hardly leave their home without assistance from others. And the best existing solution, guide dogs, are in severe shortage globally due to long training time and high cost. At the very least, 1% of the 40 million blind population need guide dogs, yet only 23,000 have them. Hundreds of thousands are still searching for a cure. This is why we started Roam Assist, developing robotic guide dogs that can help users get around safely and, more importantly, give them the independence that they yearn for. At the core of Roam Assist is our patented topo navigation algorithm and user-centered interactive system, which turns an off-the-shelf robot dog into an intelligent, self-propelled companion. Once our topo navigation system is installed, the dog can learn routes within a single walkthrough, while automatically generating nodes at terrain changes and key landmarks, such as stairs and entrances. The user can then just hold on to the leash and follow the dog to the destination, smoothly avoiding obstacles while getting notified at key nodes through voice or vibration. Looking at our competitive landscape, we provide a much more complete solution compared to wearables and smart kings, which mainly just alert users of obstacles, or wheeled robots, which only work indoors. Compared to real guide dogs, Roam Assist dogs are immediately available and scalable, and we solve the problem at a much lower price than other robot dogs under development, thanks to our cost-effective navigation algorithm. A quick look into our business model. After purchasing the dogs from the suppliers, we install the navigation algorithm and the interactive leash on the dog. We reach customers through partner organizations with large numbers of visually impaired members and subsidies for assistive tools. Lastly, let's meet our team. I have been in the field of robotics and navigation for many years, both in school and in the industry. Yingjia is a psychologist specializing in human-machine interaction. Yu Hui is an investment banker who works closely with some of our partner organizations. In summary, Roam Assist dogs will not only give visually impaired users independence, but also bring them out of their isolated lifestyle and embrace the colorful outside world. Our product trial starts early next year. We are looking for investors and partners with access to customers in need so that we can make a faster and bigger impact in the lives of more people. Please join us in bringing to market this revolutionizing product. Thank you.
That's a really cool product, Shaojun.
Thank you, Sarah. Glad you like it. Our test users in China are already very excited about this product.
I'm very sure.
Our CEO, Yingjia, in China will tell you more.
Sure. Hi, Yingjia.
Hi, Sarah.
Thank you for dialing in. Now, I didn't know guide dogs are in such severe shortage.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So I'm curious though, what makes Roam Assist dogs better than other more portable solutions such as smart glasses or canes?
Fair question. We get asked this a lot, but most interesting, mostly from sighted people. So here's an easy way to imagine the experience. Suppose now you need to go to Orchard Road blindfolded. So one way to get there is to have someone stand behind you and provide verbal guidance on every step to make sure you do not fall off stairs or bump into anything all the way till you get there. Or alternatively, you could just grab that person's arm and follow them there. So you see, the former would be really challenging and exhausting, if not terrifying, whereas the latter would be a walk in the park with a friend. And that's the difference between other assistive devices and Roam Assist.
I see, that makes a lot of sense. But a robotic solution like this could be quite expensive. So will the visually impaired users be willing to pay that much for a Roam Assist dog?
Well, whether it's expensive or not depends on the perspective. So if you think of it as a gadget, then it could be on the pricey side. But for the visually impaired, it is a utility that they rely on to get out of the door and interact with the world. It drastically improves their life quality and independence. Based on the conversations we had with target users, price is really not a deterrent, especially considering it's still much cheaper than real guide dogs. And besides, most governments and NGOs provide subsidy for assistive tools, so the out-of-pocket expense is not that high. And furthermore, we will be deploying shared room assist dogs in public facilities such as community centers and train stations that are available to be rented and at very affordable prices. So we are very confident that room assist dogs will be widely available to the visually impaired community.
That's a great initiative. Thank you so much for that interesting presentation, Xiaojun, as well as Yingjia. Thank you for dialing in. Now, Straits Times recently released an article of how raising a dog will cost you $100,000 in Singapore. So having your software as well as the hardware of the leash used with the RoboDog sounds like a really cost-effective alternative.
Yes, we believe so.
So we hope your team will do well today. Good luck.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you so much, guys. And that was Roam Assist. Now, another real-world problem that people encounter these days, counterfeit medications. And here to enable pharma manufacturers to tackle that issue, we have Aditya from MediCert.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are MediCert. Our vision is to eliminate fake medication. The issue that we are tackling are counterfeit medicines, which are a major health hazard, leading to prolonged illness, mass poisoning, and even death. As per a WHO report, 400 people died daily due to counterfeit medicines. There are further economic consequences as well, with financial losses of $73.3 billion and overall impact on economy with 250,000 plus jobs lost and damaged reputation, not just for the manufacturing company, but for the country as a whole as well. So a secure and fast backend is needed, as a minimum of 24 billion records are produced in 1 year in one market alone. And securing such huge data sets can be extremely challenging. So need of the hour is a real-time and smart authentication mechanism to tackle these counterfeits. Hence, we have come up with our solution, keeping these points in mind. The associated data from the medicines is added on to our patent-pending block forest technology, which in turn churns out unique QR codes that is printed onto the strips, packaging, and bottles of the medicines, which can be cross-verified through smartphone cameras or QR code scanners to check the overall authenticity of the medicine. This process is effective, secure, fast, and easy to authenticate. We use a two-pronged approach to tackle counterfeit medications and have an AI intelligent layer running in the background to support this system. We have built Block Forest mainly because it is much faster than the existing secure backend technologies. For the mentioned 24 billion records, Block Forest will be able to verify it within a matter of seconds, whereas a traditional blockchain will take 5+ minutes to verify the same amount of data. This gets even worse for traditional blockchains as the dataset progresses over time. To put it in a real-life example, if a person is purchasing the medicine from the pharmacy, he'll be able to walk away within a matter of seconds if using our technology to verify the medicine, whereas a normal traditional blockchain will take 5 to 10 minutes for the same process. So our proprietary Block Forest technology allows us to provide a simple, effective, and a unique way of offering cross-authentication for the medicines. So talking about what sets us apart, our solution provides high-speed verification, where even with billions of data of QR code, Block Forest will ensure quick verification times. Our solution is secure, where Block Forest also ensures that the data is tamper-proof. Finally, the solution that we have built can be seamlessly integrated into the existing manufacturing and packaging process of these pharma companies. We are looking at a total addressable market of $2.5 billion, with our launch market being focused on India at $50 million and an overall serviceable obtainable market of $125 million while focusing on the Indian and Southeast Asian market. We look forward to speaking to investors, industry partners, and customers to tackle counterfeit medications together and grow further.
Thank you so much for that, Aditya. Thank you. So what issues are the users currently facing, and how is your solution positioned to tackle this issue?
Thank you, Sarah. So, with drug counterfeiting taking place rampantly globally, there's a very serious need to tackle this issue, mainly because it can affect people and can even lead to death. So, there are a couple of solutions present in the market, but our solution is uniquely poised, as we can ensure that the person will be able to check the overall authenticity of the medicine within a matter of seconds, while having the same level of security as that of a blockchain. To be able to provide near real-time authentication, even with billions of data, is extremely challenging.
It is.
And we've been able to figure it out and have implemented it in our solution.
So, how does your solution benefit the user?
So, taking a real-life scenario over here, say for instance, if there's a person purchasing a medicine at the pharmacy, he'll be able to walk away within seconds if the medicine that he's purchasing, the manufacturer is using our solution to tackle counterfeits. Whereas if somebody is purchasing some other manufacturer's medicine who is not using our solution and is using traditional blockchains or other such secure backends, then he may have to wait for 5 to 10 minutes or even more just to check the medicine's authenticity. This becomes very challenging for somebody to wait for 5 to 10 minutes at a place just to check the overall medicine's authenticity. So we see a general preference by the consumers as well as that of the pharmacy distributors towards pharma manufacturers who offer quick and secure verification, as it leads to increased sales and overall more trust with the company.
As these wait times in hospitals are long enough, we don't want to wait even longer, right? And this can also be used if perhaps users like me buy medicines online for cheaper?
Absolutely. It can be used irrespective of how you purchase the medicine.
Very cool. And that was Aditya from MediSearch.
Thank you.
Now, before the break, we have one last team presenting. So as a quick reminder, please remember to book your sessions one-on-one with the teams. You can do so at gripliftoff.com/teams. Meanwhile, we have Hegong from See Your Voice, a unique translation system for deaf people to see your voice.
Hi, I'm Hegong. See Your Voice seeks to transcend the communication barrier for deaf people with its two-way sign language translation system. Deaf people tend to communicate in sign language as their first language, but 99% of the population in any given country don't know sign language. Text is still very inefficient for real-time communication. When we had to communicate by writing, an intended 30 minutes conversation took 90 minutes. Sign language interpreters are considered the best way to bridge the gap, but they are not readily available and costly too. These are the challenges faced by more than 70 million deaf people. Our patent-pending two-way sign language translation system breaks barriers and enables real-time communication between the hearing and the deaf. It translates sign language to speech and text, and more importantly, translates speech and text back to sign language. Our translation algorithm has one of the highest translation accuracy and processing speed in the market. Our product assists the deaf people to have seamless real-time communication with hearing people. For non-deaf families and friends of deaf people, we eliminate the need for them to learn sign language. More importantly, our portable system is available 24/7. Our deaf friends can now have their own personal sign language translation service on demand anytime. We are targeting a global sign language translation market of over 20 billion Singapore dollar. Asia is our main market, and it accounts for 60% of the global deaf people with a market size of over 10 billion Singapore dollar. China is our launch market. It has over 12 million deaf people with a market size of over 3 billion Singapore dollar. We start with a B2B model. Our target customers include deaf associations, public sectors, media firms, and special education institutions. As the cost of acquiring and maintaining B2C customers decreases, we will market our product to deaf people and sign language learners. We won the grand prize in Huawei Tech for City competition out of over 140 teams, and the list was featured in multiple media outlets such as the Straits Times and the Lianhe Zaobao. We were also involved in the China Paralympics Games, and our solution was showcased at Microsoft Inclusion Conference as well. Behind See Your Voice is a team with a passion for leveraging technology to benefit the deaf community. Shizhuo and I are NUS Master graduates. Yunqi is currently pursuing an NUS Master, and our algorithm lead, Xuanqi, is a PhD from Peking University. We have validated the need for our product both in China and Singapore, and are working on several pilot cases with our partners. If you are an investor, a customer, or a partner that would like to work together with us to assist the deaf people in communicating without barriers and achieving a better quality of life, please contact us. We would love to speak with you. Thank you.
And this is He Gong.
Yeah, hi.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. This is Chinese Sign Language. Nice to meet you.
Very nice. So I guess you've been learning a lot of ASL and CSL, and next month you were saying you're going to learn Singapore Sign Language as well.
Yeah, sure.
Very cool. So what's the story behind See Your Voice?
Yeah, during my undergraduate studies and with some deaf friends, I realized that they were thinking and communicating with sign language as it was their first language. But like me, few non-deaf people could understand sign language on the sign language culture in the deaf community. When I had to communicate by writing, an intended conversation, like a 30-minute conversation, would take like 90 minutes. Even worse, marks during COVID exacerbated the problem, where the deaf cannot read the facial expression or the lips. This experience showed me that there was a communication pinpoint that existed between the hearing and the deaf. When I met my co-founders with the technical know-how and shared my passion to solve this problem, we decided to work on a solution. This is a niche market, but more than 70 million deaf people worldwide are experiencing this unintended exclusion every day.
Now, you also mentioned a collaboration with Microsoft Inclusion Conference. Could you actually share with us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, Microsoft Inclusion Conference is a global initiative for making progress, driving change. The conference showcased technology for building an inclusive society. With all that, our AI-enabled sign language translation system was selected to translate an 18-minute speech from English to sign language animation with caption. And in the future, our system can be applied to TV programs or news to make them more accessible to the deaf audience.
That is incredible, and inclusion is key. Now, what are the milestones you are looking to achieve or hit with this round?
As we have engaged a provincial level customer in China, serving more than 100,000 deaf people there, our immediate goal is to launch a ready-to-market two-way sign language translation system there. Meanwhile, we have a plan to bring in more technical and marketing support. More importantly, we are also seeking partners and investors who share our vision to join us on this exciting journey.
It is very exciting indeed. Congratulations, He Gong, for already securing the provincial partner, and hopefully your team will get more investors today as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. And that was See Your Voice. Before we take a 5-minute break, I would like to remind you that we resume at 10:50 a.m. Please also remember to book your private slots with all the teams today. Each private session with the team will be allocated 20 minutes, and anyone who is interested in speaking with them to find out more, whether you are industry experts, potential collaborators, investors, and clients, can reserve these sessions. You can do so at gripliftoff.com/teams. Meanwhile, enjoy your break, and we will be back in 5 minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, GRIP is part of the NUS Industry Liaison Office, and ILO has played a pivotal role in getting more than 740 patents granted and more than 130 technology-based companies spun off from the NUS. Innovative programs like GRIP, that started out as an incubator program for deep tech startups, have now evolved into so much more. After multiple successful runs, a community of like-minded entrepreneurs and mentors have been built, and that in itself has been a great resource for many of the alumni. In fact, we are excited to announce that the next cohort, Run 9 of GRIP, will be starting in January. More recently, many of the predecessor GRIP teams had a gathering, and this is a short peek into what happened at the event.
GRIP has really helped us to kind of build the foundations of our team and also the business to really understand the important areas to focus on, such as focusing on making sure your business plan is there, testing the hypothesis, and don't be too bogged down on getting a lot of things right at the start, but to experiment and iterate across.
Our group has been very helpful for our startup. Even the group program, especially the hot horse, I remember, they give us the fundamental logic of how a startup works, from the customer validation in product development and eventually pitching and looking for investors.
GRIP provides a safe platform, at least during the hothouse period, for you to validate your idea and then to see how impactful your idea is and is it really worth of spinning off to a company. And this 3 months program gives you a lot of insights about the practicality of and the marketability of your product.
And one of the key takeaways that I really have is it really helps you transition from that researcher mindset to a mindset of a businessman. So it really, really helps you get your invention and turn it from something that's a niche or maybe even a toy into something that would be practical and that can be used in a real world environment.
For us, it's also about the moral support. So it's to be connected with like-minded people, because we come from different backgrounds ourselves. But in GRIP, you get really different environment, from medtech to healthcare to environment to material science. So be connected with different scientists with different background. This is really mind-opening, and it really gives you a more brighter and wider preparation for the real world.
One word to describe GRIP is that it's very rewarding. I mean, look at us, like having fun together, building everything that we've done during the past 2 years, right? I don't think it would have happened if not for GRIP. It's just good.
We are kicking off session 2 with an eye-opening team with a novel proposition: efficient home-based cataract monitoring for the aging population. Ladies and gentlemen, we present Nova.
Hello, I'm Keza, co-founder of Nova. We are building the next generation of automation technologies for ophthalmology. Our core team consists of 2 eye doctors and 2 technologists, giving us the perfect balance to innovate at the intersection of medicine and software. Cataracts affect everyone and are the leading cause of preventable blindness globally. However, more than 70% of patients are not ready for surgical intervention when they see the eye doctor. This leads to 1.5 million man-hours wasted every year on managing patients in Singapore alone. Hence, there is a strong market need for innovative solution. Access is our solution to this problem. It is the first clinical-grade cataract screening system that can be used at home. It consists of a patented self-calibrating visual acuity tool, a contextually aware chatbot, and our proprietary AI-powered imaging grading system. The market opportunity for our solution is huge and is growing. The global cataract diagnostic market is valued at $2.9 billion, and the Asia-Pacific market is $244 million. Of this, we target our initial Southeast Asian market of $20 million, with an initial launch market in Singapore of $2 million. And in terms of traction, we have already attained letters of intent from 2 public institutions in Singapore who are willing to purchase our products once we are ready. And our products are ready to go for further testing and pilots. Going forward, we are looking out for investors who can bring us into the international stage, and healthcare partners who are excited about creating change with us. We are Nova, and thank you for hearing us pitch.
That was a very passionate pitch, Kazel. So let's delve into some details. How big is this very specific market?
Well, globally, there are 95 million people affected by cataracts, and there are 900K patients in Singapore alone.
Wow.
And so as you can see, this is a massive market opportunity. In monetary terms, globally, the global cataract diagnostic market is worth $2.9 billion, while the global ophthalmic devices market is worth $59.1 billion, and it's growing year after year.
So how many pilots or LOIs have you already signed?
We've already signed 2 letters of intent with 2 public hospitals here in Singapore, and they've also agreed to deploy our solution to eligible patients, which is about 50% of patients with stable cataract conditions here. And these letters of intent really came in at a great time because our whole team has been working really hard in the recent months to get our product up and running. And so with the input of both technologists and doctors, we are now ready to get our operations up and running and really expand our scale.
To the world and beyond. So how much are you looking to raise?
We're looking to raise a 6 to 7 figure round in order to accelerate our product development, get more community studies and pilots done, and really get our solution out to more patients. So we're really looking forward. We want to onboard more clinical partners and look out for strategic investors who are able to get us those clinical pilots and get us into the world.
Sounds very exciting. You have a lot of busy times ahead. Thank you so much for that, Kazel. And hopefully you and your team will find the funding that you need today. And that was Nova. Up next, we have Cell2 Mix, and they are hoping to revolutionize biomanufacturing with their solutions. Let's welcome Rung Chai with his pitch.
Hi, I'm Rung Chai from Cell2 Mix. Nowadays, many drugs are made from cells in bioreactor, such as antibody for cancer treatment. However, separating these life-saving drugs from the continuous process is very challenging. The current separation method uses a membrane that can get clogged easily, like how your coffee filter gets clogged. Clogging will disrupt the production process. Our solution is membrane-free filter that can extract drugs without clogging. No membrane, no clogging, no process interruption. Not only that, with our patented technology, our system can even remove waste, such as dead cells from bioreactor, that cannot be done by any other membrane filters in the market. After waste removals, the process becomes cleaner. With continuous and cleaner process, drug manufacturers can increase the product yield more than 4 times and save production costs more than 20%. We will sell our products to biopharma and biotech companies. Our system includes instrumentation, software, and disposable cartridge that need to be replaced regularly. Like Nespresso model, our customer will buy the entire system from us in the beginning and continue purchasing our cartridges. Our main revenue streams come from selling these cartridges. The total market of this filter is more than $4 billion with 13% CAGR. We already have 2 early adopters in US and in Europe. Here is our team. Me, Rung Chai, as a co-founder, Dr. Chilinko, our scientific co-founder, and Tan Chan Muet. We also have Professor Rajiv Lam from MIT in our advisory board. We are looking for partners to join our journey. Investors, this is a great opportunity for you. We are also looking for individuals to join our team as a business developer. If you are biotech companies, please come to speak to us for the solution we can offer. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Rung Tai.
Yes.
So why is it important to remove dead cells from the tanks?
Yes, in the bioprocess, some cells will die and recirculate in the bioreactor tank. These dead cells can degrade drug molecules, such as antibodies that are produced from the process. In the typical manufacturing process, using the membrane-based filters, the cell can stay inside the tank until the end of the process, or around 3 to 4 weeks. They can affect to the product quality of this production. That's why drug manufacturers are really excited to hear that our system can selectively remove the dead cells from their process just anytime during their production. Our system can help them to have continuous and cleaner process, leading to increasing product yield and better product quality.
That sounds like a good value proposition. Now, are you the first in the world to use this microfluidic technology for continuous biomanufacturing?
Yes, we are the first one who use this technology to achieve really high filtration efficiencies for these industries. Our product is the best for all of us, and we can achieve 98% filtration efficiencies for the high cell density level, which is the level that industries is currently operating at. Some academic research groups have attempted to do the same thing as ours, but they can achieve only 75%. If they cannot have the good performance at high cell density level, they cannot launch their products to this market.
That is true, and those results are incredible. 98% compared to 75%, huge gap. So hopefully there will be investors today who see the potential in those numbers. Best of luck to you and your team.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Rung Chai. Now, Team 9 is a team with unique alternative to injections as well as capsule medications. Let's welcome Po Ling from Far Life Plus, a new drug delivery company that hopes to empower, restore dignity and independence in patients with this new innovation.
Good day, everyone. I'm Po Ling, the business lead from Far Life Plus. We have developed oral films for better care for patients. Medications can be given in the form of tablets, syrups, injections, rectal preparations, and so on. However, the use of medications can be a distressing experience, causing pain, fear, choking, or even embarrassment when clothing is removed to give the medicine by injection or rectal insertion. What if we say that there is a thin film that can separate laughter and pain, comedy and tragedy, humor and hurt? At Far Life Plus, we have come up with an oral film. It is a new way of delivering drugs in a painless, safe, and discreet manner. How it works is that after sticking the film to the inside of the cheek, medicine is released quickly into the blood system. This brings about quick relief of symptoms. Compared to other means of drug delivery, our film is comfortable and flexible. It is easy to use as device or needle is not required. In fact, patients can even self-administer. This in turn frees up nursing or caregiving manpower to focus on other tasks. Dose accuracy is assured. We have filed for patent for our technology. It covers the manufacturing process, formulations, as well as the system for our film. We'll be selling 2 products. First, we will be supplying the film premix to healthcare institutions to reconstitute on-site into our films by healthcare professionals. Regulatory approval is not required. Upon regulatory approval, we will also be manufacturing and selling ready-made films. We have validated our business model. For the film premix to date, we have received letters of intent from 2 major healthcare institutions. Collectively, they have more than 160,000 patient visits annually. Our team comprises of me, a PhD candidate who has done research on formulation science, our technical lead, Associate Professor Chan Sui-Yong, an educator with a keen interest in identifying new dosage forms to meet patients' needs, as well as our clinical lead, Qi Shan, a trainee pharmacist. Together, we have more than 53 years combined practice experience as pharmacists. We have years of research experience on oral films and are ready to commit ourselves full-time to commercialize our products. We are looking for investors, regulatory experts, contract manufacturers, and pharmaceutical marketers to work together with us to capture a slice of the $8 billion global oral film market. Please contact us if you'd like to know more. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you so much for that, Puling.
Thank you, Sarah.
So, is there any story behind why you choose to solve this problem?
Yes, as mothers, we have seen the pains and the fear of our children who resist getting injections because of fear of needle. We have to spend a lot of time to cajole them or to persuade them just to get them to have their COVID vaccination. And also, as healthcare professionals, we have seen how much work has been put into the design and manufacturing of tablets and capsules, only to have them crushed into powders to be given to patients who are not able to swallow. So there is a very, very huge waste of resources. So we think that there must be a simpler way to prepare medicine and an easier way to administer to patients.
So what is your unfair advantage?
We are made up of a team of pharmacists with more than 50 years of combined work experience. And as healthcare professionals, we know firsthand the pains of our fellow colleagues as well as the pains of patients when taking medications. In particular, for patients who are having epilepsy or who are not cooperative or who have dysphagia, it may be very, very difficult to give them medicines. However, with our medicated film, it's very easy to administer medicines to them.
I heard you can just pull the cheek or pull down the upper lip and you can just apply it there.
Yes.
Very cool. Thank you. And what about any early wins or success stories that validate your organization?
Yes, we have clinical partners who are ready to recommend our product to their patients. In fact, one of them has actually set aside a manufacturing facility for their pharmacy staff to manufacture our films on site by their pharmacy staff who have undergone training by us. So as a way, in fact, we have received orders even before our business begins.
I am not surprised at all. Like, thank you for solving this problem. My kids don't want to take vaccinations as well. And that was Puling from Far Life Plus. And speaking as both a mom and a daughter, super cool, brilliant idea. If you are interested in booking a session with them or any of our other teams today, do that at gripliftoff.com/teams and have a smooth delivery ahead, Puling.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you so much for that. Now, Rhythm is our next team to present their pitch today, and they will be sharing with us how their innovative chip solutions accelerate design, increase power efficiency, as well as maximize processing capabilities. Let's welcome Jin Ho with his pitch.
Hello, we are Team Rhythm. Today, we present our technology to accelerate the chip development process by 10 times. My name is Jin Ho Lee. I'm the lead inventor of this technology. New technologies such as AI and 5G networks have revolutionized our lives. All these technologies are powered by more chips and more sophisticated chips. To keep up with the rising demand and complexity in chips, the development cycle is getting longer and more engineers are needed while the semiconductor industry is heavily suffering from labor shortage. Fortunately, Rhythm has a solution to mitigate these problems. Let's take a look at it. The chip development is a very time-consuming and labor-intensive job. It takes from 6 months to 2 years with a lot of engineers. Instead, our software package can greatly simplify and accelerate the process. It shortens the design flow to just a few weeks, which is about 10 times faster, and it significantly reduces the number of engineers needed. Our solution is backed by our patented hardware design called 3DRA. The software package is kept as a trade secret. By adopting our software tool, our customers would gain benefits in various ways. First of all, our tool is easy enough for a software developer to generate chip designs for their applications. With a shorter development cycle, our customers can launch new products earlier to gain higher sales and profits. By drastically reducing the number of engineers, they can cut down the labor cost too. Chip design automation tool has a sizable market of 4.2 billion and growing fast to reach 112 billion by 2028 with a 49% of annual growth rate. We would launch our product in Asia Pacific region first, which has a market size of $500 million. We have gained market interest from multinational companies. the leading open source feminist company in China, has expressed great interest in collaborating with us to reduce its chip design cycle and overall time to market. We are also discussing the potential joint prototype development with one of the world's largest automotive parts makers. Besides, there are more ongoing discussions with feminist companies in Southeast Asia and the US too. We have 3 PhD students working on the chip development and 1 NUS MBA holder experienced in business development. We are looking for investors, partners, and collaborators who would like to make an impact on the IC design industry with Rhythm. Please feel free to connect with us.
Thank you so much for that, Jinho. And Jinho is from Rhythm. So why now, and why hasn't this been worked on or done before?
Okay, so to develop a chip, we have to go through design and then verification phases. There are many tools to automate the design phase, but we still have to go through months of verification time. It might have been acceptable before everything was electrified. The demand and complexity are now rising in a rate that we couldn't even imagine before. Let me give you an example. A car needs about 2,000 chips to enable all the fancy driving assistant features. They used to require fewer than 100 chips before 2010.
That's a huge difference.
Sure.
And previously, people only needed 1 horse.
Sure. They didn't need any chip at the time.
Exactly.
Right? So in this situation, so we present our technology to greatly accelerate both of the design and verification phases.
So what are you looking to achieve with this round?
So from the beginning, like from next year, we are going to get early customers from Singapore and Malaysia region. Actually, we are already talking for potential collaborations with some of them. And in the later half of next year, we are going to roll out our software package to online, such as Amazon Web Service Marketplace, to reach out to the integrated circuit engineers worldwide. And in 2024, we are going to add more features to make it more competitive in terms of performance and efficiency.
Sounds like you have a very busy 2 years ahead.
Should be, yes.
So what is your top priority in the next 3 to 6 months?
Our top priority is completing our prototype development as early as possible with our partners. In the meantime, we are going to seek more funding to accelerate our product launching and market expansion.
Wow, that is a lot to take on in the next few months. So
Sure.
thank you so much for that, Rhythm. And of course, good luck to you and your team, Jinho.
All right, thank you.
Hope you guys make a big impact in the industry. Now, up next, we have urban farmers and people in the agri-tech industry. Because, listen up, Grow Lights wants to help you grow more with less. Let's welcome Andre to tell us a little bit more.
Hi everyone, it's Andre from Grow Lights. Global instability caused by COVID-19, geopolitical issues, and climate changes made indoor farming a new reality of agriculture, aiming to produce food closer to the consumers. Just look at these amazing pictures made in the few vertical farms in Singapore. Bright, isn't it? Unfortunately, farmers pay a huge cost for this brightness of lighting. Only lighting contributes up to 70% of the total electricity bill, while providing only 10 yields per year in best-case scenario. As a result, almost no one vertical farm in Singapore is profitable now. To solve these two problems, we in Grow Lights developed AI-driven, energy-efficient LED lighting system that consists of the LED panel and inbuilt AI. Our patented system uses ultrasonic sensor to continuously sense the growth stage of the plant, utilize advanced AI models to find optimal lighting parameters, and adjust lights on the LED panel itself, bringing 30% of energy savings, 20% of yield increase, doing it fully automatically. Now, our technology is ready to enter $2.9 billion global market for the vertical farm lighting. However, our focus will be APAC region, and there are 2 reasons for this. Firstly, it has the highest growth rate, equal to the 32%. And secondly, our technology is focusing on Asian greens. Great technology and strategy comes from the diverse and experienced team that consists of the two co-founders. Me, Andrei Kulish, master in mechanical engineering in NUS, with more than 5 years of experience in business development, and Prof. Hu Enhuat, with PhD in optics and photonics and more than 15 years of experience as a senior research scientist in A*STAR. Currently, we are at the final stage of discussion to conduct trials in 2 vertical farms in Singapore in early 2023, as well as preparing for the joint trial with the biggest technology provider for vertical farms in Singapore. Moreover, we built a partnership with the government agencies, universities, and research agencies. And we would be happy to build a partnership with you if you are an investor, agri-tech player, or lighting manufacturer. Reach us through the mentioned contacts and let's help farms to grow more with less. Grow lights.
Hi, Andre.
Hi, Sarah.
Thank you so much for that presentation. Very interesting. So what is the specific problem that you are solving?
Okay. Electricity cost is a major expense for vertical farms. Hence, the majority of vertical farms in Singapore are not profitable now. Grow Lights has developed a solution that reduces electricity cost by 30% and increase yield by 20%. This helps vertical farms to be more sustainable and profitable.
And money makes the world go round.
That's true.
So what is unique about this technology?
Okay, our technology saves the energy and increase yield by adjusting the lighting spectrum, intensity, and time period to provide light with the to provide plants with the light that they need at the exact stage of growth cycle. Grow Lights developed first AI-driven lighting solution in Asia that continuously sends the growth stage of the plant, optimize lighting parameters, and adjust lights on the LED panel to solve the pain points of vertical farmers.
That's a great solution because with the AI, then the farmers don't have to run around and adjust the light for each plant.
That's true.
Very cool. So why now and why hasn't this been done before?
Okay, COVID-19, geopolitical issues, and climate changes accelerated the adoption of vertical farms, aiming to produce food closer to the consumers. However, vertical farms face extreme operating costs, especially after the electricity price increase. It is the right time to help vertical farms to sustain their business and make it profitable, to support the national strategic goals such as Singapore 30 by 30 plan.
That is a good plan indeed.
Thank you, Sarah.
Hopefully you definitely will be able to help grow more with less.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that, Grow Lights. And that was Andre. We hope more vertical farms will be able to profit from your innovation. Now, our last team for today has the big goal of empowering sustainable and regenerative agricultural practices that are both economically viable as well as environmentally friendly. Let's welcome Nora from Cornucopia.
Hi, I am Nora from Cornucopia. Our vision is to grow better crops better. Farmers' biggest challenge is increasing crop yield. This is against the backdrop of a pressing need to strengthen food security. In Singapore, we have 30 by 30, but globally, we would have 9 billion mouths to feed by 2050. Increasing crop yield is no easy feat, however. We spent a month on the ground in South India and learned that the farmers in this region share these 3 pain points. Number 1, degraded soils. Number 2, crop losses due to chemical leaching and pollution. And number 3, climate change leading to pest and pathogen attack. Therefore, to achieve a good crop yield, these underlying issues must first be addressed. But how do we do that? Our solution is Biota Prime, the first in a generation of plant probiotics from Cornucopia. Biota Prime is diluted and then applied to the soil, roots, or seeds. Each drop contains millions of beneficial plant microbes. These microbes are recruited by plant roots, and in exchange for food and shelter, Biota Prime microbes return the favor by offering many plant growth promoting effects. As a result, farmers can now grow more. Biota Prime increases harvest weight by more than 30%, and this does not compromise the quality of the plants. In fact, Biota Prime grows a better plant. By boosting plant resilience, there will be less crop losses due to environmental stresses and disease. Furthermore, Biota Prime is all natural and it enhances soil health. This reduces the fertilizer input in the long run. Biota Prime therefore brings value to the farmers by enabling them to grow more, grow better, with less. Biota Prime is classified as a biofertilizer. The global market size is 3.3 billion, and in Asia Pacific, it is 0.8 billion. We do have the business traction, and I'm happy to share we have secured international partnerships with regions of influence over 2 continents. These partnerships have a 200,000 farmer base, totaling to 250,000 acres of land. This amounts to more than 1.8 million metric tons of crops produced annually. In Singapore, we have ongoing trials with partner organizations to validate the performance of Biota Prime in different growth formats with different plant varieties. These plant varieties not only include plants for consumption, but ornamentals as well. Finally, this is the team tasked to bring Cornucopia to fruition. There is myself, Nura, and my fellow co-founders, Dr. Shruti Pavagadi and Dr. Darren Sim. At Cornucopia, we grow better crops better with our market-ready product, Biota Prime. Thank you for your kind attention, and I request interested farmers, investors, and collaborators to contact us through our email.
Thank you for that presentation, Nora. So apart from soil-based farming, does Biota Prime work on soilless growth formulas and formats?
Yes. So one of the big advantages of Biota Prime is that the probiotics favorably attach themselves onto the roots. So apart from soil-based farmers, we're also working closely together with aquaponics and aeroponics growers, so they can also expect that 30% increase in harvest weight. In fact, one of the aquaponics growers feedback to us saying that vegetables grown with Biota Prime showed an observable difference at the 2 to 3 week mark.
That's actually pretty fast.
Very exciting news for us.
Yes. So how is Biota Prime different from conventional fertilizers?
So Biota Prime is not a conventional fertilizer, but it does boost the performance of conventional fertilizers by increasing nutrient uptake and carbon capture abilities. Therefore, farmers can gain more mileage out of their fertilizer use.
More bang for your buck.
Indeed.
So how is Biota Prime different from other plant products?
Okay, so the unique thing about Biota Prime is that it's grounded in science-based evidence and centered in ecological principles. Therefore, compared to other plant probiotics in the market, Biota Prime boasts superior plant growth promoting effects and resilience in the tropical climate.
35% is a lot, guys.
Yes, definitely.
Now, does it also work for non-tropical climate crops then?
Right. So we have plans to develop plant probiotics that is specifically tailored for temperate-grown crops. And we will utilize our proprietary discovery framework for that. So you can look out for other plant probiotics from Cornucopia with these distinct features in the future.
That sounds really exciting for all you plant parents out there. Thank you so much for that, Nora.
Thank you, Sarah.
And that was our last pitch from Nora of Cornucopia. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for spending your morning with us today. We hope you have found teams that you are interested to invest in or to speak with. And do remember to book your one-on-one sessions with them at gripliftoff.com/teams. Meanwhile, do remember that our next cohort, Run 9 of GRIP, will be starting in January. Till then, this is Sarah and Kay for NUS Liftoff Day, Run 8. Thank you and have a great festive season ahead.
Recording stopped.